Hello home bakers, I'm going to be showing you how you can make this fondant toppers which are great for decorating cakes. Once you watch this tutorial, you'll be able to make your own toppers at home. The first thing that you need to do is to prepare your fondant. You need to knead your fondant thoroughly until it's soft, pliable and stretchy. I do that using my fingertips and also using the palm of my hand. And I do that until I'm happy that my fondant is nice and stretchy. Once my fondant is well kneaded, I flatten with the palm of my hands and I use a silicone rolling pin to roll it on my mat. At each pass I flip it over so that the fondant doesn't stick onto my silicone mat. Once you have thinned out your fondant, you can use either a ready-made topper. In this case, I'm using one made by Sweet Stamp, which is a ready-made topper, or you can just use your normal cutter to cut out your circle and you can stick it onto like a lollipop stick. You can either use a sharp knife, but as a surgeon, I prefer to use a sharp blade and trace the outline of your shape so you have nice clean cuts. And once you've cut through, just peel off the excess fondant. I use my ball end fondant tool to smoothen the edges so that it's nice and smooth. There we go, nice and smooth edges. So now we've made our topper and all we need to do now is decorate. So I'm also using embossers by Sweet Stamp. This is in the form of a star and you've just got to press nicely and gently onto your fondant to make an imprint. You need to be quite careful so that you don't mess up the rest of your fondant. Just press lightly and then gently just lift it off your fondant, just like that. Next, I'm going to be imprinting the number 3 onto my fondant. And this is a way to make imprint and embossing onto your fondant if you don't have ready-made cutters. So I'm using a sharp end of one of my fondant tools and I'm just making light imprints onto my fondant. Going slowly and gently. Don't press too deep, but you want to go deep enough so that you make a little bit of a trench. And next I use my ball end fondant tool to smoothen and make nice neat ridges. Thank you for watching this tutorial thus far. If you haven't subscribed, I would love you to subscribe. I release a new video every Wednesday and you don't want to miss out. Please like my video if you find it useful. Leave me any comments in the comment section and I will reply. And I just use my silicone rolling pin just to smoothing everything, nice clean edges. And voila, look at that, we've made a fondant topper. Now all we have to do is decorate to our heart's content. Look at that, really nice. You can do this at home. So for painting, I'm using another one of my favorites. This is by Sweet Sticks, who are based in Australia. And I'm using a navy blue color. You want to use a fine tip brush. Use one that is good and safe for food. So I've put links in the comment section for the type of brushes that I use. And you just want to gently paint into the imprint that you've embossed. Gently. The finer your brush, particularly with the smaller embossed prints, the neater your work will be. And you just keep painting the fondant as you go. The beauty about Sweet Sticks is that it's prepared already and it goes on very nicely and it dries super quick. I like to paint the edges of my toppers. This gives it a neater and more professional finish. So here's our toppers so far. It's looking great. Once these are finished, they will look amazing on your cakes. Alternatively, if you don't have ready-made food paint, you can make yours. So I'm using food coloring and I'm adding rejuvenator spirit, mixing it together, and voila, you've made your own edible paint. So this is a red paint, and I'm just going over nice and gently and just painting the rest of my fondant a red color. And there we have it, our beautiful topper all ready to go. Try making this at home. It'll look great on your cake. See you next time.